Your girl is depressed. We are hanging by a thread right now. I'll tell you that much. Maybe this is a sign that we all should be going to therapy. You see that Ooh! Hi to those choosing to watch my YouTube video. Today is going to be a more serious, raw, and real type of video, as you can tell by the title of this video. Your girl is depressed. I'm in a really bad depressive episode in my life. This isn't the first time and it won't be the last. But I just figured, as you can tell by my appearance, I didn't even care to do my makeup and I'm in my robe. But I just figured I'd make a more serious video kind of talking about that and kind of showing all parts of me and not just what I want to show people. Just for those out there who might need it most, who feel like it's the world against them due to their mental health or something bad going on in their life, whether it's friends, family, relationships, work, or just your mental health in general. I know a lot of us tend to bottle it up and don't show it to people. I just want to make this video to remind people they're not alone, and unfortunately a lot of us are feeling what you may be feeling or going through, and that it will get better. And I just hope this video comforts those and reassures those that need it most. If talking about mental health or depression in any way triggers you, I would say to not continue watching. Before we get into kind of what it's like to have depression, because I do have depression, and my mental health and kind of like where I'm at right now, be sure to like and subscribe. We gotta support our small content girlies out here, especially since I'm also getting really raw and vulnerable with you guys. This will be a more serious video compared to all the ones I've made so far on my channel. But although I'm very, bubbly, funny, and lighthearted, I am very much a human being who struggles and deals with depression, and I want to bring awareness to that. A lot of people shy away from it and feel like they're a burden or they're weak, which is not the case. You are human and should feel and express how you're feeling. It's part of humanity, it's part of emotions, it's completely normal and it's okay. Like, I'm going through a really weird part of my life again. I'm 22, I know I have a whole life ahead of me, but that doesn't mean that what I'm feeling isn't valid and normal. I know it's normal to feel lost and not have everything planned or mapped out, just because one person does doesn't mean you have to work that way or think that way. We're all individual people and have our own journeys to live. So don't beat yourself up and compare yourself to others. Live your life for you, okay? Not for your parents, not for your siblings, not for your friends, your significant other. Make sure you're living your life for you and doing stuff that makes you you and happy. That's like the main goal in life, right? I just like I'm in a really weird spot because it's like I have plans, I have goals, and we're not all fortunate. A lot of us are struggling money-wise, you know what I mean? It's just, it's a normal thing. I'm not... Okay, this video might be me complaining too about just my life stuff. I'm in a depressive episode, but I also stubbed my toe 3 times in 3 different spots yesterday. And the 3rd time I stubbed my toe, it broke off actually, some of my toenail. And then today, I was 2 days early with my period, which I normally don't get my period early, so I wasn't prepared, and I bled through my shorts when I woke up. Yeah, I mean, there's other things, but I'm not gonna get into that because we are hanging by a thread right now. I'll tell you that much. I've had depression since I was like a preteen. Probably middle school was really when I started figuring out, I've never felt like this before. And I did do therapy a little bit as a preteen teen, which maybe this is a sign that we all should be going to therapy, which I recommend. I'm also self-aware when I do get really low in my depression, but it still gets the best of me, you know what I mean? No matter how much I say I'm self-aware and that like it does end up getting better and it doesn't last, it still really sucks in the moment. It just like feels like I'm in a hole and there's nothing in there to help me escape it, and there's nobody above or anything, you know? The best way that I can put it, for my experience anyway, of what depression feels like for me. And it comes to the point where, you know, I want to hang out with people, I want to be doing things. Oh, hell no, you see that Ooh! I want to hang out with people, friends, family, I want to go out and do stuff. And then the day comes for it, I'm just not feeling up for it, my social battery just is, you know. And I make it known though, that's also a very important thing I would recommend, is don't not mention it to people or else they're gonna think it's something else. You know what I mean? Be very transparent and vulnerable about that, and the right people will understand and still be by your side through it. I'm going through that right now, and you know, if I'm home I want to bed rot. You know, there are times where I don't feel like brushing my teeth, don't feel like eating, I'm just sleeping a lot, crying. People who don't have depression, which, what's that like? People who don't have depression need to understand that it's not like just feeling sad and you cry about it and then you feel better. Say you fell on the ground outside and scraped your knee and you cry about it because it hurts, right? But then you bandage it up and then you just let it heal and it's fine. That's not really how depression works. Although it heals and everything and it gets better, it's still always going to be there. And it creeps up on you. You may get your highs, you may get your lows. It's a little different than just feeling sad. I have some days where I feel really motivated, really determined, and I'm like, oh, things are gonna be great. For instance, right now I'm making this video, but then tomorrow I might not feel like I want to exist and cry my eyes out all day. I really hope you guys have someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or even a professional who's there for you that you can confide into and be honest about your mental health. I cannot stress it enough. It is so important to feel what you're feeling and express it to anyone, or even journaling, doing hobbies, doing things to keep you going and do things that you still have interest in and that you like. It doesn't cure everything completely right away. You know, it takes time for sure, but it does help in the long run. So yeah, I do strongly advise you to go seek the help that you need in these times, okay? Even in the comments of this video, by all means, share your thoughts and your opinions and your experience and just how your day's been or your week's been. You're very much seen, heard, and loved, even if you don't feel like it. You very much are. I mean, this video is proof itself. You are not alone. A stranger like me does care for you even though I don't even know you. Things will get better. There's so much to experience and feel and learn and grow from, and you will be okay, even if it doesn't feel okay now. There's so much in this world waiting for you, and there is so much in this world meant for you. You are meant to be here. You have a purpose, and you may not know that now. You may not discover it now, but you will in time. It's your journey. So just please be easier on yourself if you really don't know what you're doing or what you want to do yet. You know, definitely have ideas and try and experiment and see what you like, what you don't like, and go from there, rather than just sit around and just accept defeat and convince yourself otherwise. Because of course you're not gonna grow and feel any better if you're just always gonna think negatively. But I know easier said than done, trust me. I don't know, because you know, I'm preaching all this stuff, but I sometimes tend to beat myself up still a little too much. I don't let my depression define me anymore, but it does still control a lot when I get really low. And it sucks, right? It sucks, but I think just accepting what you're feeling and what you're going through is such a big step for growth. Being self-aware and just knowing, hey, this is how I'm feeling, this is where my mental state is right now, is a really good step in it all. Being self-aware and going from there and trying to move forward helps so much in the long run. You are strong and you can get through anything, even how your brain functions. It's hard. I know with depression, you know, it really gets to us sometimes. I have an amazing support system of people. There were people who took my mental health personal and how I went about things personal, and they just didn't align with it. And now I do have people where they don't take it personal and they get it, and you know, that's amazing. It definitely helps. I hope you have those people, or you will find those people. Simple things, even making your bed, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so hard to do things, like even brushing teeth, for example. But sometimes just making a bed, something small comes a long way, because it's like, oh, I did something, even if it's making my bed. Especially when you're like, I don't feel like existing, I don't belong here. But you make your bed, you're like, but I still got up. I made my bed. I managed to brush my teeth. I drank my water. It's just, that's amazing. You're taking care of yourself even when you feel like shit about yourself. And that just proves you are strong and that you will get through it and things will be okay. It will hurt and it will suck at first. Okay, you're not going to feel amazing the first time you take care of yourself, but it does get better slowly and surely. You just have to be easier and patient within yourself, okay? I'm still learning as I go, even though I've had depression and struggle for years now, from time to time. I guess I just want to make this to vent a little bit, I guess, but also to reassure myself and you that this is normal and that you need to be honest and open about it with someone or something. It's healthy. It just proves that you are also emotionally intelligent. Such a brave thing to be vulnerable. A lot of people hide and shy away from it because of society and because people care too much about other people think and they don't want other people worrying. But if we're being honest, the one person who's always gonna be permanent and with you no matter what is yourself. So you have to put yourself up there on that pedestal instead of below. That's not to say to not still be there for people and be the amazing person you are, but be that amazing person to yourself too, is kind of what I'm trying to get at. Honestly, should have made notes to actually like talk about certain things, but if you guys want more videos like this, then I'll be more organized with that. Definitely let me know, because I would totally be open to making more of these videos. I'm an empathetic. I want to go to school for psychology, so it's just, you know, I'm very passionate about people's mental health and speaking up and bringing in awareness and being there for people even though I don't know them, right? Because no one should feel like this and feel like they need to be alone during it all. We're all gonna be okay in the end, even if we're not now. It's okay to have moments and days having depression and still laughing and smiling and it being genuine. I feel like, oh, I feel like shit, so I can't still try and live my life and enjoy it somehow. You know, that's you letting it control you and letting the negativity take over. Self-reflect, take care of yourself. And when I say take care of yourself, it's not always, you know, spending money on yourself and doing crazy shit. You know, it's just even simple stuff, like I said, making your bed, writing in a journal, eating healthy, working on your sleeping schedule, trying to take less time on social media and doing other stuff. Being outside, getting that vitamin D. Vitamin D is so important, okay? Don't be taking supplements for your vitamin D. Actually go outside and just sit outside for at least 5 minutes and get that vitamin D in you, okay? It's so important. Whether you have a porch, a yard, or a park close by, or like, you know, a spot, you know, go there and just enjoy nature a little bit. Be one with nature. I know nature's not for everyone though, but just be outside, okay? It doesn't have to be like deep in the woods, okay? Like I said, I have my good days and my bad days with depression. So like, for instance, today I'm feeling really motivated, really determined. Then I'll have a day where I'm like, bleh, you know? It's normal. Don't feel like, oh, why am I sad again the next day? Okay? You're not a robot. It's not like a flip of a switch. As it's waves, right? Same thing with breakups. One day you're like, I'm over them, like I don't need them, I'm thriving, and then the next day you're like, oh my god, I miss them. It's a journey, and sometimes it's gonna be ugly and other times it's gonna be beautiful, but it's worth it in the end. You're just experiencing life, and that includes feeling all the bad along with the good. You know, it's never one way or the other. No matter how much you like it to, you're gonna have your happy moments and your sad moments. It's a process, it's a journey, it's a pace, it takes time, you know, and that's all you have is time. Especially for people in their 20s. You're feeling lost? Well, that's the time to feel lost, but that doesn't mean you just sit there and stay lost. You within yourself have to find something. And it's not in a way of pressuring yourself right away, but it's just like, figure stuff out while enjoying your life. Just don't forget to still enjoy life and have fun. Don't feel like you need to be all grown and serious and miserable with just only working and not doing things that make you you and make you happy. Never say never. There's potential, but sometimes you do have to start somewhere that you don't want to. I feel like I'm being very positive and open-minded for you guys and me, but real talk, I feel like shit. Even though I'm saying all this, I still feel like shit. I'm hurting. I'm going through a lot, and I have been kind of isolated. I have been inside the house a lot more than usual, and I know I should go out. I honestly wanted to make this video outside, but it was a little windy today, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be raw and real and just record right now wherever I am. I mean, clearly. I would like to make some videos outdoors because it also forces me to be outside and getting my vitamin D. Sorry for the lighting. The sun is going in and out today, so that's why some of the lighting is changing, which is annoying, but who cares? And I just see so many people hurting and posting on social media, which obviously can be a cry for help, and you know, because so many people who see it get it, and it is reassuring and comforting and knowing, wow, like, it really isn't the world against me. Just like see so much sad stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, we're all going through it. I'm hoping this reaches people that needed to hear this, needed to be reminded of this. I guess I also wanted to remind you that accepting that not everything is going to go the way you hoped something may go, whether it's work, friendships, or relationships. It definitely takes time on your own to get to that point of accepting that it could go either way. This could go the way that I want it to and go great, or it could go the way that I really don't want it to, and it's gonna suck and it's gonna hurt. But that's just part of life we have to accept. Life is full of the unexpected. We have no control over certain things, and we just have to know that no matter what happens, whether it's good or bad, we will survive and that we will be okay. You have to say, I'll be okay no matter what happens. What can I do to make things better during this time? What can I do right now? Do hobbies that help you move forward, that actually kind of you have interest in, because it's hard when you do stuff that makes you forceful, right? Because some people are like, oh, work out, but it's not for everyone, or journaling's not for everyone. But that's why I say, like, just simply sitting outside is a start. Going for walks, you don't have to go for runs. Look up questions to ask the same questions to ask yourself daily and see how your answers are changing, right? Just be like, what did I do today? What did I accomplish today? What do I want to try to do today? And how am I feeling? And then ask those same questions every day and see how they're changing. Just kind of challenge yourself, and it helps you kind of create a routine. I think is the thing, is creating some sort of routine within hobbies to kind of get your mind off things and be positive. Remember to take care of yourself, and again, it's not doing crazy things and going on self dates and buying you flowers all the time if you don't have the money for it. Make sure you're prioritizing yourself as much as prioritizing other things and other people. A lot of us who are hurting tend to distract ourselves with other people's problems or other things, because then it makes us forget about what we're feeling. But you need to feel what you're feeling and not neglect yourself and what you're feeling and going through, because that's just how you stay stuck and you're not going to evolve or grow. I can assure you, all of our better days come through in the end, no matter how dim and dark our life may feel right now. I know life can get so hard and so heavy. We just have to remember that we have each other as our support systems if you don't have anyone physically, and that we're all trying our best. This is all our first times living, and it gets complicated, it gets messy, it gets ugly, it gets confusing, but it also gets to be beautiful and exciting and interesting and fun. And we can't forget that. And I'm glad you're still here, and I'm glad that you're even just waking up. Even if you're just stepping a foot out of your bed, that's progress, and I'm proud of you for it. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I would like to get more in depth about my depression and kind of my journey with it all, but I think I might want to do a separate video on that, so definitely let me know down below, or even ask questions down below that you might want me to get more deep into talking about in relations to these topics. But I did make a TikTok a couple days ago asking people who are willing to comment down below what depression is like for them day to day and how it feels for them. So I am going to read a few of those for you right now. I know we all go about things differently because we all have our own traumas and nervous systems, but please do not push those closest to you away during your hard times in life. Those are the type of people that you actually want to keep close in those times in your life. Now, that's not to say that, oh, I just don't want them to fix me. They can't help me or my situation. It's like, but that's not why people want to be there. They just want to be there to know that you have an outlet, you have a safe space, you have a support system. You don't have to handle things and everything that's going on in your head alone. Allow people to give you closeness that you deserve, because we all deserve it. Other people's choices if they want to stick around. And if they do, even during the ugly moments in your life, those are the right type of people that should be in your life. The way that people go about depression is differently, believe it or not. I will say though, I'm not a professional, okay? Don't take my word for word. If you want actual professional advice and diagnosis, that's what therapy's for, okay? This is my personal experience and me sharing my depression and my mental health. Yeah, people just have different ways of perceiving and feeling their depression, and I just found it really interesting with some of these comments. So let's get into it. I am swimming upstream, but I never get to come up for water, and every breath is a feeling of cold water rushing into my lungs, and is just as excruciating as the last time, but it's the only way to move forward. I see the shore, but it never seems to get closer. Someday I will rest in the sun, and my world will finally be all the love that is pushing me forward. Is this hopecore? But yeah, no, this was beautifully said. I completely get what this person meant too. I just find it so intriguing how other people go about things and how they feel during depression, because not everyone feels everything that you may be feeling during your depression, if that makes sense. Really well said, and I just like that this person is looking on the bright side of things, even though it hurts and it feels like shit. So I just yeah, I'm really proud of this person. Then someone said heavy, like a dark cloud is following me around. 100%, right? It's like you have your shadow just always there, hovering over you. It does feel like you have books on your shoulders. It really does weigh heavy on our hearts, our bodies, souls, and mind. Someone else said, as if I'm watching my life on the big screen, big XL theater, dim lights, only me seated in the middle, watching my life. Now, this to me does sound like dissociation and derealization, which are things that you can get with depression. But yeah, I've felt like this once or twice when it was really bad early on in my depression. It did feel like I wasn't living my life. It was a very weird feeling, like I didn't feel real. I completely understood what this person meant, and anyone who commented, I'm hoping that you strive and you find the beauty in life and that your better days come sooner rather than later, but no matter what, they will come. You are not alone. This person said, I'm here physically, but mentally I am blanked out. Yes, very much kind of giving a little bit like the other one where it's dissociation. You know, you're kind of just like, in a way, not all there. Just things don't feel real. Some things are just kind of tuned out. It's like, in a way, it's like, you know, when you zone out looking at something for too long, like that's kind of how it just feels like all round in a way. I get it. It's because that's depression, right? Like you're here, you're alive, your heart's beating, but mentally it's just, there's so much going on here. But I hear you, I see you. Remember to be easier on yourselves and especially on your minds, okay? It's just, we're only human. This person said, makes me feel less than human. Makes you think that you don't belong here in a way. It's like I'm not meant to be on this planet. I don't feel like I have a purpose, like as deep and dark as that is, but you know, it's the truth. Some people really feel defeated and ashamed of it, which you shouldn't though. It's human, it's normal. It still sucks though. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. That's why whenever I hear people say like, oh, I don't have depression, I'm like, really? It's like weird to think that not everyone on this planet experiences depression. It does not make you less than human. It actually makes you more human than ever, and that it doesn't define you. And I hope you work through this in a healthy way, and again, you are not alone. You are seen and heard and loved very much. This person said, to me, depression feels like 1 minute I've got everything under control, and the next, any little thing could make me want to end it all. It's so tricky because I always think I'm not depressed, and then I just am. This, I think I understand the most. Accepting and understanding that you have depression, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, goes a long way, right? Because it never really fully goes away. It never fully leaves you. You have your good, your bad moments, and sometimes it just creeps up on you, even small things. It really does trigger you, and then you think of everything else that's going wrong in your life or has, and you double down, and you let it pile up, and then that's how it takes control. Finding a way to understand that it comes and goes, and it's about how I deal with it, coexist with it, and not let it reach surface level to the point where it takes control of me still living my life and enjoying my life. I've had it for so many years that I know that it comes and goes, so it's not like, you know, it's not like I question it. I believe, though, that those were all the comments that people commented, and again, I appreciate those for being vulnerable enough to comment on a random person's video. Sharing those, you all were seen, heard, validated, and understood. Every day is a new day for new chances and opportunities always. All the bad moments, all the bad days are temporary. We will all be okay. We just have to remind ourselves that more often. Not everything is how it always seems with people we watch on social media, whether it's people who are always funny, people who are just, you know, feeling themselves and always getting all dressed up and hot. For example, I might do my makeup, get done right on TikTok, or post these YouTube videos acting all funny and silly, but this is actually who I am most of the time and how I feel. And so it's just like, you really never know what people are going through, so just be more compassionate and considerate for those, especially if you know people you're friends with or family with who struggle mentally. Really make sure you're checking up on people, especially those ones, even if they're not speaking up. I think we should be more vulnerable and brave and honest with each other, and it's okay to feel sadness and negative emotions. It doesn't always have to be positive. I hope I got everything that I wanted to say for this video specifically. If not, again, if you want to see more videos of this or just any specific topics or questions, definitely let me know. I would very much be interested. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this reached whoever needed it most and understands. All my socials are down below if you guys want to check more of me out to get the feel of me. I'm honestly hoping this video is a lot of people's first impressions of me rather than my other ones, because this is the real me. If you guys are still here, thank you so much for sticking around and hearing what I have to say. Just two depressed, self-aware girlies. Take care of yourself. Remember to be easier on yourselves and stay positive. Other than that, you guys will see me very, very soon. Bye! I think maybe wearing this robe was a bad idea because I am sweating. I probably should hit the shower now because of how much sweat I have going on down there.